Even though this is a minor league team, my mentality is on a major league level.
3 and 4, 5 and 6.
A lot of people don't realize how much time and energy and effort we put into this.
It's such an amazing experience. It's so fun.
Auditions are the hardest part of being on a team. It's harder than being on the team.
Because we knew how hard she had worked and the dedication that she put in. She wanted this more than anybody I've ever seen.
All right, you guys think about your parts. Let's quickly go over your forms first to start. All right, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, go, 5.
So I've been in the dance community for a really, really long time. We're not going to quote the years, but I've been here for a really long time.
And 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 1. You know, something that's so special about Stephanie is something that I think makes any leader great, which she does not think she's above anyone else. Stephanie walks in the room and it's such a person-to-person moment. It's not coach to student, it's not, you know, director to dancer. It's, hey, I'm a person, you're a person, and she's so invested, not only in you as a dancer, but you as an ice angel, the moment you walk out of the studio, the moment you walk out of the rink of red, she's invested in you as a person, as a dancer. She cares so much. Okay, music's on. Think about your parts. Here we go.
Kind of like I said, the Angels have a reputation in the dance world. So does Stephanie. Not only being just a great performer, but something that we call her Mama Bear is that she's just such a great person and a great role model. And one thing I love about her is when we come into practice, yeah, we're here to work hard and do that, but she always just checks on us as a person first. She comes in, asks us how our week is, you know, giving us a hug when we need it. We know we can go to her for any life things, and just that she sets the tone that we're good as people before we're gonna be okay as a dancer is so great. It's not always like that. So I love that she just sets that tone that we're a family, we're gonna be close, we're always here for each other, and I love that about her.
She is a true leader that leads and her actions follow her words, and everyone is she is magnetic. Everyone wants to be around Steph because she truly practices what she preaches. She truly is someone that you can lean on, a real support system. She's amazing.
The Ice Angels team has a lot of respect for Stephanie and what she brings to the organization, and for good reason. Stephanie has an impressive resume in the professional dance scene.
I started with the Dallas Mavericks in 2000 to 2002. Danced for them for 2 years, and then I went on to dance for the AFL Dallas Desperados, which was owned by Jerry Jones. Did that for a year or so, and then decided to just put my shoes up for that and started traveling and teaching, and went all over the country doing all that stuff. Started doing some prep classes in choreography for the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, and then this job for the Allen Americans Ice Angels director became available, I guess, right at the end of 2010, and interviewed, and it was a little bit of a process, but within about 3 to 4 months, I got the job, and this is my, I think, 14th season.
Grab a quick sip, and then we are going to switch gears. We're gonna show you guys, they haven't even seen it, the new Dallas Wear uniform.
Also, she just has such a great energy. She has high expectations, but she's there to push us. She's so motivating. I know that out of anyone in the room, she's gonna be our biggest cheerleader. She wants to help us not only reach our goals here, but whatever our goals are as dancers and performers. And not only does she pour into us, but she has walked that. She's been a performer and entertainer, and just to see that is so great. So I love that she walks what she talks.
It was this before. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. With the experience that I have now being in the director's role, it's really cool that I get to share my experience with them, you know, what worked, what didn't work, not only from a dance aspect, but also from just life, you know. I always tell them, you know, you guys can come to me with anything. whether it's dance related, job related, and that's something that I don't know if the right word is pride myself in, but it's a huge reason why I do what I do outside of my passion for dance. It's being, a role model for these girls and mentoring them and helping them be successful not only in the dance aspect, but in this crazy thing we call life.
Over the years, Stephanie has established the Ice Angels brand as one of the most prestigious amongst the minor league dance teams. Being able to call yourself an Ice Angel is no easy task.
Auditions are not fun. I tell people all the time, auditions are the hardest part of being on a team. It's harder than being on the team is making it, because it's a lot of stress and a lot of, worrying, I guess. Because you never know what they're looking for, and you're wanting to be the whole package. You're getting headshots done, you're getting usually a custom outfit made. We have to update your resume, which for this includes your professional resume as well as your dance resume. You're getting references, and then you're coming in that weekend, and it's a lot. Part of being in a professional organization, especially like this, is it's not just about being a good dancer, it's about being, like I said, a role model for people who want to know about you and your personal life and your goals. And so we're answering questions for judges, and that kind of just continues every round. They're making a cut and getting it smaller and smaller. It's definitely a fun weekend. It's a great bonding weekend. That's like the first time where you're in the room and you know that, like, if you make the team, your teammates are in that room as well.
Being part of the Ice Angels is such an amazing opportunity, and it's something that I'm so proud to be a part of. Not only, I think, growing up, you're a dancer and you're a performer, and you get this opportunity as an adult just to continue this inner child fantasy of pursuing the thing you're passionate about as an adult, but also being a part of this organization that has been strong, talented, beautiful, intelligent women who have built this organization up for many, many years, led by Stephanie, and it's just an absolute honor to be a part of the Ice Angels.
There should be a head there, right? Okay, make sure that's very obvious that you're doing a head there. One more time from that part, and then we'll go from the top with music. 13, almost 14 years ago, when I interviewed for this position, one of the things that I said to them was, even though this is a minor league team, my mentality is on a major league level. I approached it, with a major league mentality, just because that's what I had been a part of. And even though it's, at the end of the day, it's a minor league team, when you treat it and run it like a major league team, it speaks volume. And, that's something that I'm very, very proud of.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Nobody behind the scenes has any idea of the amount of work that we put in to produce the brand and the show that we put on when we go out there. Not to sound cliche, but a lot of people just think, oh, they're pretty girls, you put on an outfit and they go and do their thing. But there is hours of the process of making what we do out there to happen. So, we practice twice a week. We practice on Tuesdays for a couple of hours, and then we do Sundays as well for 3 to 4 hours. And then, obviously we have 30 plus games. And so the level of dedication and the amount of time that goes into it not only happens during our practices, but they get together on their own to, make sure that they've got, all their ducks in a row, if you will.
A lot of people don't realize how much time and energy and effort we put into this, and that we also go to school and have jobs and do other things as well. This is not our full-time job. So the girls in the room are the people who understand you the most, and so it's a crazy experience, but there's nothing like it.
For many that make the team, this is their first taste of a professional sports environment and a breathtaking moment when they finally walk into the arena for the first time.
It was electric. It was so amazing. I didn't know what to expect. I had been to an Allen Americans game, but when you're, I like to say in the audience, but I guess when you're in the stands, you're watching the game, you're watching the cheerleaders, you're like, oh, okay, this is fun. You're eating popcorn. You're like, oh, mascot. You're so distracted that I felt like when I stepped in to actually perform for the first time to cheer for the team, I was like, it's like I've never been here before. It was like a whole new experience, and it was just absolutely amazing. The Allen Americans have the absolute best fans, no question. They're so supportive, they're so kind, they care about the team, they care about the Ice Angels, and it was just such an amazing experience. The energy is so amazing. The music is loud, it's cold in there, the players are hitting the glass, like things are getting intense, but it's such an amazing experience. It's so fun.
Being able to wear that Ice Angels uniform means a lot for everyone who has the privilege of doing so. It meant just a bit more for one dancer in particular.
When I heard national anthem at the home opener, I was moved to tears. My heart is so full that knowing I will be able to dance at the game finally.
Yeah, like I get chills just thinking about it. I've known her for a couple years. She's come back probably at least 2 to 3 years to audition, and she finally lives here. She just recently got her visa, and she wanted this more than anybody I've ever seen or anybody that I've ever, had the experience or, to come take my classes or be a part of the audition process. And she is the definition of determination.
Dancing for a professional sports team had been Mami's #1 goal her whole life. Mami spent years traveling from her home country of Japan to the US for the opportunity to dance at this level.
How has the process been trying out for the Ice Angels?
That's absolutely amazing. There are a lot of audition prep classes, and I joined almost all of them. There were various styles of dance from various teachers. I felt myself growing as a dancer even during the audition process.
She takes critiques. She is at every single class. She didn't have a car. She Ubered every single time. And that alone speaks dedication and speaks, her character. And for me to be able to give this opportunity, this gift to her, I can't even put it into words. I knew that it was going to mean the world to her, not only to her, but to our teammates. Like when we got through with auditions and she came through, everybody was like, oh my gosh, because we knew how hard she had worked and the dedication that she put in. I mean, coming all the way from Japan, like, that's freaking commitment.
I really trust Coach Stephanie. During the COVID-19 pandemic, I took tons of dance classes on Zoom, and I was able to make a lot of dance friends. They encouraged me to audition for the Ice Angels, and they supported me a lot. Unfortunately, I didn't make the Ice Angels last year, but I decided to get visa and audition again due to Stephanie's amazing choreography, and it reminded me how much I love dancing. I believe the Ice Angels has built not only an exquisite dance squad, but also a very considerate and kind-hearted team. I'm very honored to be a part of this organization.
Mami, I have so much respect for her. I think anyone who would talk to her for 10 seconds would just feel exactly how everyone on this team does, how Coach Steph does. Mami, not only just as an individual, like coming to another country where you don't know English as your first language, and she also knows ASL as well, multilingual, but I know for me, just being in practice and getting the corrections and trying to do the right thing and remembering the notes is a lot for me. And for her, she's not only having to do that as a dancer, but she's also having to do that with a second language.
She's a hard worker, like so tenacious. That would be the #1 word I could use to describe her. So getting to meet her was really awesome. She is so kind and respectful, and she's just always like looking to be better, and not only as a dancer, but like even in her English, and just always trying to grow. And it's definitely like it affects us too. Like even just this week, it was Thanksgiving break, and a lot of us were using that time on break, but like she was in the gym. So she's working hard, and it's great to see that.
I wanted to prove to my students that dreams do come true if we don't give up.
And she's always practicing, she's always looking for the corrections, she's always wanting to improve herself as a dancer, and she's just like the perfect example of a great teammate. So incredible, so much respect for her to be able to do that, not only just like as a person, but then as a dancer, and then as a teammate. Oh my gosh, Mami is the best. She is the kindest, sweetest, she is the most caring, she's always looking out for everyone else. Just today, she was like, hey, you're not doing that right, let me help you. And I was like, thank you so much, in the best way. And like as a dancer, we love that stuff.
So to have her be a part of it and watch her grow even at this point since auditions in August, I know that I'm doing my job, the captains are doing their job, she's learning, she's absorbing, and she's growing, and you can tell that from every aspect of her. And outside of that, she's the sweetest thing on the planet. She's a true gem, and I'm thankful that she chose our team to audition for.
Mami is a true inspiration to her fellow teammates and represents what it means to be an ice angel.
My favorite part about coaching this team is, and I say this every year, I never know what kind of talent I'm gonna get each year, and knock on wood, by the grace of God, I get the most amazing women that come and audition. And one of the most favorite things that I love is bringing together women that don't know each other, that have major background, have no background, and then watching them transform into this incredible squad where they don't know each other. They're learning every practice that we have. You know, I always tell them, like, pretend like you have a ladder, and every practice, every opportunity that you get to dance, your goal is to get on the top of that ladder. And every year, again, it happens. And to watch their growth from how they started up until the end of the year, that's probably the most rewarding thing for me. Aside from just, you know, bringing new dancers into, you know, my community that I've had for so long. And it's not all me. I cannot take credit. It's just the tools that I've learned that I've been able to apply with the team, them listening, them throwing in their 2 cents. We've had up to date, in the last 13 years, we've had 19 girls make it to the pros. And that's pretty cool. You know, that's really, really cool. It's something that I'm extremely proud of, but again, it's not all me. You know, I kind of give the foundation of what to work with and the tools that I have and the relationships that I've made in the pro world to be able to help them pursue, you know, their ultimate goal, and that's pretty cool. Put on the product that we, try it again. With that.
That was good.
Okay, let's try it again. I'm just fidgeting right now. Okay, transform. Oh, Lord. Okay, watching them transform.